Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at the patch note for 2.8.6 that will be live on August 7th. And in this patch note, I'm actually very positive about what I have done. They changed some stuff that I really want them to change, and also we got some new skills as well, which is surprising, and also some Immortal adjustment as well. So that being said, let's take a look at the patch notes. The first thing we're going to take a look here is the new features. Pinnacle trial ranking is a new thing that will be added to the seasonal event. If you guys didn't know what Pinnacle trial is like the daily challenge you get with noobs in the seasonal event, and now it seems like we're going to have a ranking system as well, points display, challenge system, attempt limits, ranking rewards into it as well. That's looks pretty good because I've been looking for more stuff to do in the seasonal event and not just the daily stuff, because if you do the daily stuff, you're only gonna do like the 5 gnomes in the one of the challenges, and then you're gonna have Pinnacle trials +1, so you only do like 6 attempts or 6 stuff in the seasonal event daily, which in my opinion is a bit lackluster, but this might be a very good additional features we have in there. Once we finish the Pinnacle trials, we will get some certain points, and then we will have limited attempts to challenge the player on the ranking above us, or it should be above us. And I think that is actually a pretty good idea. I like it. I want to see how it's going to pan out first before I comment more about this, but from what I hear and what I see reading this kind of stuff, I do like it so far. Now let's talk about the 2 new skills that are going to be added into the game. One is legendary, one is epic. Let's start with the legendary first. The legendary skill is called Knife Through Butter. After landing, 6 normal attacks deal physical damage 60% plus 20% per level to all enemies, and has a 60% chance to reduce the target's energy points by 90 plus 30 per level, which is going to give you 300. And imagine that, right? Imagine this skill being on Alex, Ares, Hannibal, and you have King Emperor backline, you have the attack speed specialization for the front line. This skill seems, in theory and speculatively, OP. I will make a video about this separately when the skills comes out and talk about it more, but for this video, just we're gonna skim it through and what I think about it. But for now, I think this is gonna be a very good skill, and you can only get it via Wisdom Well, and you have to be in Conquest season. The second skill is Iron Curtain. This is also very heavy, like normal attack skill. It seems like it's gonna be like for Alex, Hannibal, and Ares once again. Same with Knife Through Butter. For me, I think they are trying to push the frontline attackers to be more, relevant to the game. And let's take a look at the skill descriptions. Normal attacks have a 18% plus 6% per level chance to weaken barrier effect on all enemies by 30% for 3 seconds when hitting targets. And when own troops' strength is above 70%, damage taken is reduced by 10.5% plus 3.5% per level, and you can only get it via recharge pack. And if you don't know what recharge pack is, it is here. If you can see here, it's going to be in here, and you have to be in Conquest season to be able to get this, and then they will pop up in one of these chests right here. So that is a good thing, and I'm looking forward to see what it's going to be like, both of them. Let's take a look at the optimizations. The Wisdom Well shop adjustments is going to be very interesting, because when you read this, added to the Season 1 Fire of Rage, a new skill that I never heard about before, Victory Pursuit, Snipe, Stormite, Curse of Pain, another new skill, Blade Vortex, Toxin Barrier, Demonic Contract, and Void Realm those are old skills that are going to be added to the Season 1 in the Wisdom Well, which is going to be very nice. Hopefully, we will get Fire Rage and Curse of Pain in season, like conquest as well, because from here it doesn't seem like we're gonna get it yet. So I don't know where we can get it from for us people that are in conquest season. So I'm a little bit confused why IK didn't add Fire Rage and Curse of Pain into the new skills of Tower Knowledge, like for my previous segments, where I talked about the 2 new skills. It should have been 4. So yeah, it's IK yet again at its peak. So nothing much to talk about. The second one here is going to be the Prosperity Recovery Rules Modified. And now it's going to cost you more gems each time you restore prosperity. At least they're doing something about it, because I've seen personally, I don't like that people sitting with ults in front of the gate and just keep gemming, right? I don't like it, and finally they're doing something against it. Same with whales as well. Hopefully they're gonna, cost way more than just, for example, 1,000 gems per 1,000 prosperity, right? So let's see how they're gonna be like. I'm definitely gonna test it out when the patch is live. The third one being migration power cap increase. This is also very interesting because this should have been updated long time ago. Like it has been on 2 to 3 million for how many years now? 2, 3 years, 4 years. And I believe people that have been playing this game for 2, 3 years and more have at least 5, 6, 7 million lore power by now. And this one is, should have been updated 2, 3 years ago, but now it's here. Hopefully it's going to be good for a lot newer people as well. The Golden Path shop display optimization added item quantity display. That is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it for optimization. Let's take a look at balance adjustments. Now to my favorite part of the patch note is going to be the balance adjustments. I always looking for new adjustment to immortals and skills to see what kind of teams or immortals that we can build around and stuff like that. And here we are with 3 holy immortals. Finally, holy is getting buff again, although I wouldn't call it direct buff to many of them. Monko only got immune against confuse to his skills, which is pretty good against Shadow and Loki. That can be very useful. Kublai Khan did get more damage, so I'm looking forward to see how good it's going to be like, and the percentage. I will do the math after this video, and maybe I want to use him in my third team, second team, or something like that. That would be very nice because I'm a big fan of Kublai Khan. And then you have Nebuchadnezzar, also very good adjustment because the base points is 66 points, and now you get it to 83, and if you have boost on Nebuchadnezzar, you probably end up around 95, 96-ish points per second, which is not bad. It's probably going to be one of the better or the faster archers we have in the game as well. So that is pretty good for Holy, but for me, this buff or adjustment is not significant enough to make Holy come back into the meta, at least from what I've read so far, but we will see when the patch note is here. So we just went through the whole patch note, and what do you guys think about the patch in general? For me, I think it's one of the better patch we had in a very long time because the new features and new stuff being added to the game is actually pretty interesting. The skills is, it seems to be good from the first look at it, but I have to see it in the game when it actually comes out. And also, I'm surprised IK announced 2 new skills here, like above here, and then they proceed to write 2 new skills down below here. Fire Rage and Curse of Pain. This is new skills I never heard about before, but maybe it's just me. I went through the Tower of Knowledge, I didn't see anything, so I'm excited to see we're gonna get 4 new skills according to the patch, but only 2 were announced, so that's gonna be very interesting to see what we're gonna get. And also prosperity change. which is going to be pretty nice as well. I'm going to see how they're going to work out. I'm probably going to make a video about this, like a short one, when this patch is live. And then, of course, the balance adjustments as my favorite part. I feel like Holy has been, left behind for a while now. With smaller adjustment, is slowly coming back. Still, I don't think this is going to be significant change to the meta or the matches in general. So maybe we have to wait another patch or two before we can see more from Holy and they become more dominant than the Shadow Immortals we see here and there in the people's team. So all in all, I think the patch is pretty good. And I would rank it probably like 6 or 7 out of 10 because of the new features that I like personally and some changes that I personally like as well. And then you have announcement for skills, which is a big plus because normally you don't have that. So yeah, all in all, I think it's okay. Nothing, or maybe it's just a 5 or 6 instead of 7. I think that's fair. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. What do you guys think about the patch? Do you have any comment to it? Would you like to see in the next patch in the future as well? So let me know in the comment section. See you guys in the next video.